All right, hello everyone, and welcome to the MMA Island Prediction Show. Today we got Livinha, the Brazilian gangster Souza, taking on Amanda Lemos. And I guess I'll start. I want to start by talking about how unimpressed I was with Livinha Souza in her last time out against Ashley Yoder. And Ashley Yoder isn't a fighter who I hold in that high regard, even though I watched her put on one of the most dominant performances I've ever seen. It's all because that girl couldn't grapple. But anyways, I saw a Livinha Souza that who on paper has really good striking defense, kind of lacked to defend any really of the shots that Yoder was throwing and had especially bad takedown defense. And that is a flaw that is kind of shown itself for Livinha Souza throughout her UFC career. And Amanda Lemos is coming off a really impressive win over a prospect who I did hold in pretty high regard in Mizuki Inoue, who just goes by Mizuki now, just dropped the Inoue. We got a mononym. But she looked really good. She threw really good volume. And what I also saw was a very solid wrestling game, because we know both these girls are pretty good at jiu-jitsu, but I would hold the edge to Amanda Lemos, especially if she's attacking from top position. And I do think that Amanda Lemos is going to go for the takedown in this one, because it's relatively close on the feet. While Amanda Lemos does throw more volume, I do think Livinha Souza has more power. But that's all to say, if Livinha Souza can catch her, I'm not sure she can catch her and knock her out. This is women's MMA. If you can tell me the last time you saw a clean women's MMA KO, the last one I can think of is Priscilla Cachoeira. The Priscilla Cachoeira versus Shanna Dobson in December of 2019. That's the last one I can think of.
Oh yeah, no, Valentina and I was before that.
Yeah, it was that was in summer 2019.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's too much of a possibility. Where I do think this fight is going to play out is in the clinch and on the ground. I do think Lemos has the advantage in both places. Livinha Souza has been, again, as I've said, largely unimpressive after looking very, very solid in Invicta. So I do think that the advantages all around do go to Amanda Lemos, and that's why I think I'm going to pick her. I think that she can annoy her with the volume enough to initiate the clinch exchanges and initiate the takedowns, and eventually grind out a decision. Now, this is women's MMA. Can Livinha Souza pull off an armbar? Because that's usually like the only finish we see in women's MMA. Probably. I mean, this is a really tough fight to predict, and it's pretty close. It's not as wide as I'm making it seem it is, but I do think that Amanda Lemos is more skilled and more technical, and that's why I'm going to choose her to get the victory by decision.
Donna, you want to go?
Yeah, I don't think we're looking at a fight of the year contender here.
No.
I think you're pretty much right with everything you've said about Livinha Souza. Look, a lot of these fights you find are kind of toss-ups. I don't think that it's like we were all pretty certain that Uros Medic was going to beat Alan Cruz, and sorry, I don't want to spoil the other picks, but we've been pretty certain up to this point about what's going to happen in each fight. I'm not so sure with Livinha Souza and Amanda Lemos. I don't know too much about their respective backgrounds, but I'm going to pick Livinha Souza by decision. And the only reason I'm going to do that is so that we're not all unanimous the whole time. So we don't all pick the exact same thing. I don't really feel strongly either way about this fight.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat as Donna on this one. I don't know who to pick. I'm honestly, like, I'll be honest, I've never seen Amanda Lemos fight. She did get finished by Leslie Smith. She hasn't fought that. I mean, she's only had the last 4 years, she's only had like 3 fights. So she's not super active, but she has won her last 2 fights. And Liviana lost to, what's her name? Brianna
the Bull Van Buren.
Yeah.
Decent
I don't
prospect
know.
in her own right.
What? Sorry?
Brianna is a decent prospect in her own right. She'll rebound from that loss to Tisha.
Yeah. I was surprised that no one gave Tisha a chance in that fight.
I did. I picked her. I want to give myself
I did too. I think I was on the picks. Sorry, I don't want to get off topic, but yeah, you know what? Only because I don't know Brianna, I'm gonna go with Liviana just because she has really good submissions. She's got 8 wins by submission, so I'm gonna go with her by submission. I'm not confident at all, though.
All right, I'm the lone wolf on Amanda Lemos here.
The majority panel of the judges picked the winner based on I don't really know, but
yeah.
I guess. Whereas the one person who gave us any sort of if you're thinking about betting on these fights, and you're coming to MMA Island for the answers, think about the fact that Zach actually has put quite a bit of research into this fight, and his pick is the most educated of the three, despite the fact that we've got Livinha Souza winning in the majority with us. If I were a betting man, I would go with Zach's pick as opposed to mine.
I would too, guys. I mean, if I'm being honest, I didn't even know I'd be doing this today. I didn't research a lot of the early prelim fights and stuff. So if I'm disagreeing with Zach on the prelims, you should probably just go with Zach's. I'll be honest.
Hey, we're moving to the main card soon, and this fight's really close. I would not be surprised if Livinha Souza can pull off the win, but we got some. It all gets better from here. This is probably the worst fight on the card.
I agree. And
it all gets better from here. When I mean it gets better, it gets a lot better.
If either of these girls are watching, I didn't say that. That was what the other two guys said. I said maybe something of the year. I don't want to get anyone abusing me in the comments, because I know this has happened before, where fighters have been pissed off.
Yeah, Sasha Blandikov, if you're watching, I'm coming for you next. I'm going to pick against you so hard. Anyways, we should probably move on. We should probably move on.
I think it's going to be a majority draw. I don't want either of these girls give it out to me. I think you're both great fighters. I could never fight in the UFC, but these guys think you're terrible. That's what they say.
I didn't say you're terrible. I just said the fight quality is not going to be the best when you look at the rest of the card. And for all we know, it could be fight of the night. Who knows? Anyways, thank you for watching this prediction video. We got a lot more to do. We got 15 fights on this card. God willing, it stays that way.
Ooh, big card.
Yeah, it's a really big card. So thank you for watching this prediction video, and I hope to see you in the next one.